केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्रीनितिलकृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितगडिगोपीनवसनः प्रधानो दुष्टारं चिरसिपनिराजं शशिकलां प्रदीपः सर्वेषां अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते. Nithyanandam, the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We're happy to welcome you to the Adi Kailasa, Nithyananda Pita, in the special temple of Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya, here under the Kalpavriksha, Vididi banyan tree. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is here in the form of the banyan tree. In the Agamas, he declares that he can be there in the form of a stone, a tree, or even a mountain. This tree is an ancient tree that is eons old and has a special connection to previous avatars of Swamiji, previous incarnations of Swamiji, and previous incarnations of Sri Ramchandra, including and Paramashiva himself. It is under this very tree that Paramashiva sat with Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti and taught the Agamas, Kamika Agama, especially to Devi. Kamika means the science of learning how to fulfill one's desires and to raise beyond them. So the Kamika Agama is divided into 4 parts: Kriya, Charya, Yoga, and Jnana. The science of living enlightenment through rituals, science of living enlightenment through the process of doing meditation techniques and various yoga that puts you in that same space, and then the lifestyle for living enlightenment, and as well as the knowledge foundation for living enlightenment about the whole cosmology and the purpose of the whole cosmos. It is under this very tree, driven by a divine vision Swamiji had before he had come here many years ago, where he had the vision of Dakshinamurti under this banyan tree. And in this very land, the land which was owned by a man, he had a dream of Swamiji come in. He had of Dakshinamurti, who is his Kulaguru, come into his dream and tell him that there will be a young sadhu that will come. Please give the land to him. So envisioned and incidental in many reasons, Swamiji has gotten this land, and he's to discover that spiritually this place is significant to the connection with his previous avatars who have planted this tree, who have had their Samadhi under this tree. It is under this very tree that the body of the final resting place of the previous incarnations of Swami are there, and this tree literally grow out of their bodies, and hence it is always told that the body is the capsule of consecrated cosmic energy. That is why in the temple of Meenakshi, temple in Madurai, Meenakshi's body is there enshrined under the Garbhagriha, as well as the body of Arunagiri Yogeshwara is there enshrined under the Arunachaleshwara temple, and the temple of the body of the deity itself is Venkateshwara, is the body of not a stone but a being. So in this way, the consecration happens, and this very tree, this banyan tree, is growing out of the very body of Shiva, the physical body of Shiva. It has a divine healing presence, and who comes with whatever ailment they have, physical or mental, come and experience the liberation from all their suffering under this very tree. It is so much of healing energy that people experience under this tree, and apart from that, they get a touch of what real spirituality is. Even if you don't believe in what is possible as a spiritual thing in your life, if you come under the banyan tree here, you will experience a touch of something within yourself that is beyond body and mind, a consciousness, and that is the experience of that serenity that is experienced here. And it is under this very tree that Dakshinamurti sits. The deity of Dakshinamurti is uh, underneath this deity there is a garbha or a sanctum where Swamiji has consecrated uh, cosmic energy at its most magnified level. So anybody who sits at this tree under the presence of Dakshinamurti here will immediately experience in their lives healing and tremendous serenity and silence and completion. It is this very Dakshinamurti, and after which touching and doing seva to many of the Balasavits here in the Nithyananda Gurukul are able to experience and manifest various powers and Shaktis and have their third eyes awaken. Tremendous amount of energy, peace, and dedication has been laid out by Swamiji to make this kshetra and has envisioned the largest golden temple for Paramashiva here. It is under this very tree that Swamiji had discovered the Swayambhu Nithyanandeshwara Shivalinga, a stone that is given by Prakriti herself for all of humanity to worship. Prakriti's existence, nature, gives a deity for everyone to worship, and many times it's found in many temples. Here, the stone of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivolinga was found and made into a deity in the temple of Balaraya for Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. He is kept here and he is alive as a real Paramashiva living here. His very body is the very body of Paramashiva. The very Sharira, the very stone, is not a mere stone, it is Paramashiva himself. And it is this that we worship every day, 7 times a day, this Paramashiva Linga, and we give our utmost, the best of the best worships, known as the Uttamottama Paksha Upacharam, to the Nithyanandeshwara Linga here in the temple. And especially at the times when COVID and especially at the times when the COVID is very rampant and creating a lot of devastation. Internally, many people are experiencing a lot of uncertainty in their lives when it comes to their future, when it comes to their health, when it comes to their family, posterity, or their elders. When they're surrounded by so much of death, everybody has somebody or the other who has died from COVID now. It has come to a situation as such. But in reality, our experience, though the news and the media may say something, in reality, our experience is showing that is a very real threat in our lives. And at the face of this threat in our lives, a lot of Swamiji is gracefully giving this thing. And as an online view for anybody who wants to have the grace of deities, have the presence of the Banishri in their lives, or the presence of Dakshinamurti in their lives, whatever it may be, by Swamiji's blessings and grace, we're happy to bring you the programming, educational programming, and devotional programming for all of you to be able to understand, organize, and receive the Yoga Kriya Karyapada Paramashiva from this temple. Even the religious fervor is put down and is caused to not be there so much because of the lockdowns. We are trying to help maintain the religious fever from your home. You can also participate by internalizing the context that will be shared today about Rudrabhishekam, about Paramashiva, and cognizing the behind the ritual. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva here resides as also a deity of a tall Panchaloha metal along with Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti. This deity was personally hand-molded by Swamiji. Deities are not just metal or stone. Through them we worship the cosmos itself. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, when he was being made by Swamiji, Swamiji remembered his times that he spent with Paramashiva in the form of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. his very own Guru, who is our Paramaguru, who we just invoked in the invocatory verses that we just chanted. We invoked his presence and worshipped him. Arunagiri Yogeshwara's very body language is this Nithyanandeshwara. If you want to ever see the most recent and the most living and the most thriving form of Paramashiva that Swamiji himself worships, that is this deity of Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva sitting here above the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Linga. Along with him, Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti sits on his very lap. In a very intimate setting, he holds her and teaches her the science of enlightenment. It is in the same way Adi Kailasa was built. Having a divine vision in 2005 after coming here, Swamiji saw this place and saw literally Paramashiva walking. He saw Paramashiva in a golden form, or golden body, in a golden hue, walking in this place. And after that, immediately started delivering the Shiva Sutras and envisioned this very deity and created this deity from that vision as the place from where Shiva had taught Devi. The deities Shradhyana Shloka of this deity comes from Kashmiri Shaiva Tantra, where it has the details of how Shiva took care of Devi and answered all her questions, beginning with how this wonderful universe works, how and all the basic questions that Devi asked. And it is from her that we receive all the knowledge. He is the first Guru and she is the first disciple. They both resemble that relationship that between Guru and disciple that is the most intimate and the most fulfilling relationship. That is something that this place thrives for, as the sannyasa lives here. We are nothing. A sannyasi is nothing but a person who is at the feet of the Guru. So, the very energy of Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti seated on him and listening to Paramashiva with extreme calmness and sincerity and passion and patience that she has sitting on his lap and listening to his teachings. That's the very space of anyone here. No matter if you're a spiritual seeker or not, you will be here. You will be able to fall into that space of seeking, no matter who you are. Adi Kailasa is the foremost source Kailasa, from where the entire envisioning of Kailasa, the nation, has happened from Swamiji. This very place delivered so many people to the experience of this very banyan tree in this very presence of the temple. When we sit under the banyan tree in the presence of Swamiji, we are lifted to the same plane at which Dakshinamurti gave the enlightenment to the rishis. The shloka says, Chittam vadataror mule vriddha sishya gururuva guror sumonam vyakhyanam sishyastu chinma samshaya. Meaning that under the Vatavriksha, the banyan tree, a young sadhu, a young Shiva is sitting, who is just 16 years of age, and around him, surrounding him, are old men. In his silence, all of their doubts are dispersed, all of their doubts are dispelled. It is in that same way we have all of our doubts, and a tremendous healing happens under this banyan tree. Experiencing this banyan tree space and sitting under it is a treat to the eyes. And anybody who sits and watches this banyan tree, we have a live feed continuously going on Kailasa TV, where you will be able to witness every moment the banyan tree 24/7. Just being able to see that in your home, you being able to have the darshan of this banyan tree continuously having in your home is a treat. And those who are facing the trauma of what COVID gives can definitely take part in that and have the healing of the tree in their lives. Now getting into the rituals of today's puja. This is known as the Rudrabhishekam. Abhishekam is a ritual, a kriya that is done, offered to the Shivalinga. Abhisheka is an outpouring of our love, devotion onto the deity. It is an outpouring of the essence of our lives. In those days, the cow's milk would be something that you would work for all day. A person would work to feed the cow, clean the cow, arrange the habitat for the cow, and work more for feed the cow again. And like that, the whole routine of the day would go. So the essence is the milk that the cow gives, and from which we derive our nutrition, our livelihood, and everything. And with that, we offer that to Paramashiva, offering the punya of taking care of the cow and getting the panya, the phala, the karma phala of all of the hard work of our lives. When we overflow with that and pour it onto the deity, we surrender all that karma at the feet of onto the deity, and we are cleansed and liberated from this karmic cycle. So here in the temple, when we do the Rudrabhishekam, we'll be offering the milk that comes from the very Goshala here in the temple, from the original Desi cows, the Gir cows. From them, the milk is given to Nithyanandeshwara. 7 times a day, Abhishekam happens. Today happens to be the Upasandikala. We offer the puja from 9:30 to 10, and in 10:30, and in this column we offer the puja. So let us get to know a little bit more about the significance of the ritual, and let us understand the context and have a declaration before we start the ritual. Getting to know the meaning of the ritual and the context of the ritual is very important. And in that way, we can experience something more than just a dry display of our fears or greeds. Rather, we can experience the deity as something real and offer to it our truest desires and our truest feelings and prayers. The first declaration that we make is declaring that we are theists, that we agree that cosmic energy exists, that we are not just doing something for the sake of doing or because we are told we are doing. We really believe inside our hearts or inside that there is something called consciousness. There is something beyond me, my body and mind, and there is something that is collective, that is existing inside me, around me. And we believe that it is intelligence. It is actually in this same way that the Ishavasya Upanishad begins. Ishavasmidam sarvam yatkinchit jagatyam jagat tena tektena gunjitam makrita kasya siddharam. Saying that everything that exists is energy, alive. Everything that exists is consciousness. So when we begin, we invoke that same understanding that says that we are not working with a dead matter or dull existence. We are not more intelligent than that consciousness that surrounds us. We are going to receive from it. Hence the rishis and all of them had the experience of revelation and development. They would reveal, when you cognize the cosmos is intelligence around you, then you will you'll understand and you'll receive the cosmic intelligence. It will reveal itself to you. And in that way, the Vedas and all the knowledge of the tradition, of Hindu tradition, was made. That is, Paramashiva manifested himself as Avyakta, the unmanifest, the Vedas and written and orally taken down through generations. So the first declaration is declaring that cosmic energy exists. And with this, we authentically cognize and understand and declare. We're all about a declaration in this tradition. It is about Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana. It is about listening, contemplating how to live, and declaring that you're going to live it. That is the understanding, and that is the experience of living at the feet of the Guru. We Shravana, we do listening to the Guru, because in his Shravana, in his silence, all of our doubts are dispelled. And the Manana is not technically done to dispel the doubts. If we have the doubts, we ask them. And the Manana is done to understand how to live this in our lives. Once that's planning is done, Manana is chewing on this Mahavakya that Paramashiva gives us, truths that are revealed to us. Once that is done, we immediately declare the truth. We declare the truth is a reality in our lives. And that is what we do. We declare cosmic energy exists. So let us make the first declaration. If you can say yes after this statement, if you agree. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth. Cosmic energy exists. Yes. So the next declaration is about the deity itself. The deity is not a mere stone or metal we worship, but it is Paramashiva that we worship. We're not saying, oh stone, give me enlightenment. We're saying, oh Paramashiva, give me enlightenment. We are worshipping through the deity. It is through the deity we worship the entire cosmos itself. So to understand that, we understand that the deity is a embodiment and representation of cosmic energy. It is the very cosmic energy consecrated into one form. We, in our day-to-day lives, are always dealing with our physical body. We live with our physical body. We can only relate with the That is the way mind is work. That is the way our rishis understood the way that our life works. And then they have given us techniques, and the tradition is created by Paramashiva to worship the deities and to connect with cosmos through them. They will take us, they will guide us. We need not worry that we will be not understanding the supreme cosmos. It is their responsibility to give us the experience, and they will surely give it to us. It is our responsibility to see everything in them, and it is their responsibility to show they are everything. And that's the way we understand the second declaration, where we say that it is through the deity we offer that it is the deity is a direct representation and the embodiment of the cosmic energy. So let us make the second declaration. If you agree, please say yes. I authentically cognize, which is internal process, understand and declare the truth that Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti are the Chinmaya Vigrahas, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes. The third declaration is about the ritual. It is through the ritual our intentions are displayed before the deity. The deity is, and cosmos is always a huge tathastu for our lives. As we say, as Swamiji teaches, and as Hinduism gives, we are responsible for everything that is happening to us. That is everything that is surrounding us. We wanted it, we manifested it. So when we say, when the cosmos is continuously giving us a tathastu, meaning so be it, to whatever we have as an intention inside us. So it is a science not of asking things continuously. It is a science of knowing from which space you are asking things. Kalpataru program that we do is an internal process where we cognize what it is we are really intending in our lives, and how really what we are intending is what we are really manifesting. If we are manifesting suffering, then there is some intention for it inside us. That clarity happens in our Kalpataru program. In the same way, the rituals are there. When one is not ready to manifest the powers or manifest their life on their own, they take the assistance of the deities, who are nothing but a representation of their highest self. A deity is nothing but an extension of ourselves, that is our highest possibility. Ganesha is the highest possibility of supreme efficiency. Compassion, pure compassion, is the highest possibility inside us that exists as Venkateshwara in our lives. The highest and most causeless, auspicious energy that exists as supreme bliss is Paramashiva, and that exists as a highest possibility in our lives. All the deities that exist are highest possibilities in our lives, and when we relate with them, we're not relating with something external, we're relating with whatever our highest possibilities are. The highest possibility of mother, of compassion, of giving unconditionally is Devi Parashakti, and that is a possibility for everyone. So in the same way, when we go towards a ritual, our intentions are what are displayed before the deity. So let us pray that our intentions are for healing ourselves, all of us around us. So when we say the third declaration, we're saying that whatever we offer will reach the cosmic source of energy directly. Let us make the third declaration. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that whatever I offer in the Rudrabhishekam will reach the cosmic source of energy directly. Yes. And the final declaration that we make is that of the highest nature. That is the essence of Advaita, and the essence of the Upanishads itself, where we declare Sohamasmi, that even when we worship, we are not distant from the deity, we are not inferior to the cosmic energy, we are in oneness with the cosmic energy. We are that powerful. We are Paramashiva. We are in the space of Paramashivoham. And it is there in the ritual itself. Before we do the ritual, Paramashiva declares in the Agamas that unless you cognize your own form to be Paramashiva, you will not be able to do the ritual. You are not qualified to do the ritual. Hence, the ritual requires you to be in the space of Paramashivoham so that you do it. From that space, you handle the deity in that deep space of oneness. And only when you attain that space, then you can understand the deity is just an extension of you, you're in oneness with it. And you will see how powerful it is, how powerfully it raises you. So with this, we'll make the fourth declaration. If you agree, please say yes at the end. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth of Soham Asmi, that even when I worship, I am Him. Yes. With this, let us get ourselves ready to have the Darshan of Nithyanandeshwara. Darshan is a very unique experience that is unfortunately lacking in many of the temples today because of the corona lockdowns. But to be able to see your favorite deity, just to be able to see it, is something that millions look forward to every day. But Swamiji, with his grace, is bringing Adi Kailasa live to the world for them to see the darshan of the deities. It is how you see, the eyes with which you see the deities continuously, that purifies the soul. So, let us pray to have those eyes, the same eyes that see our Guru, the same eyes that worship Swamiji, that see Devi Parashakti in him, the same eyes. Let us invoke them through the Paramashivoham, the Mahavakya. Mahavakya is a mantra which has a Sanskrit measure that invokes that very space of Paramashivoham inside us. The syllables and sounds pronounced in that particular order and measure give us the same experience of Paramashivoham. So let us chant and get ready to receive the darshan of Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. Please close your eyes, inhale and exhale as deeply as possible and as slowly as possible. Inhale and chant the Mahavakya loudly. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्रीनिटिलकृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितकटिकौपीनवसनः दधानो दुस्तारं शिरसि फनिराजं शशिकलां प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते। ओमस्य श्रीरुद्राध्याय प्रश्नमहामन्त्रस्य अघोर ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः सङ्कर्षणमूर्तिस्वरूपो योऽसावादित्यः परमपुरुषः स एष रुद्रो देवता नमः शिवायेति बीजं शिवतरायेति शक्तिः महादेवायेति कीलकं श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः ॐ अग्निहोत्रात्मने अङ्गुष्ठाभ्यां नमः दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने तर्जनीभ्यां नमः चातुर्मास्यात्मने मध्यमाभ्यां नमः निरोढपशुबन्धात्मने अनामिकाभ्यां नमः ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने कनिष्ठिकाभ्यां नमः सर्वकृत्वात्मने करतलकरपृष्ठाभ्यां नमः अग्निहोत्रात्मने हृदयाय नमः दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने शिरसे स्वाहा चातुर्मास्यात्मने शिखाजीवषटे निरोढपशुबन्धात्मने कवचायुहुं ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने नेत्रत्रयाय वौषटे सर्वक्रत्वात्मने अस्त्राय फटे भूर्भुवस्सुवरोमिति दिग्बन्धः ध्यानम् आपातालनभस्तलान्तभुवनब्रह्माण्डमाविस्फुरते ज्योतिष्पाटिकलिङ्गमौलिविलसत्पूर्णेन्दुबान्तामृतैः अस्तोकाप्लुतमेकमीशमनिशं रुद्रानुवाकाञ्जपन्ने ध्याये दीप्सितसिद्धये ध्रुवपदं विप्रोऽभिषिञ्चेच्छिवं ब्रह्माण्डव्याप्तदेहाभसितहिमरुचा भासमाना भुजङ्गैः कण्ठे कालाकपर्दाकलितशशिकलाश्चण्डको दण्डहस्ताः त्रक्षा रुद्राक्षमाला प्रकटितविभवा शाम्भवा मूर्तिभेदाः रुद्रा श्रीरुद्रसूक्तप्रकटितविभवा न प्रयच्छन्तु सौख्यम् ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनच्छृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमण्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुतते नमः यात इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवाशरव्या यातवतया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसि पुरुषं जगते शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असते अद्य वोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषके अहीगश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैशाखुं हेड ईमहे असौ व्योपसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृषण्णदृषण्णुतहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्तौ वयोराज्ञयोर्ज्यां याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षसते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विद्यं धनुःकपर्तिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुमुत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितं नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय नित्यानन्दाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय द्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हञ्चाय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृता औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते वत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्तायूनां पतये नमो नमोऽसिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो दन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो सद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यश्च जानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रुगुंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्न्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नम आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नम शोराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो धृष्टवेद प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषुधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च मत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः स्तूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नम इन्द्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं सुमनोहरम् आघ्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिभिरापहं दीपं दर्शयामि ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्धवे अमृतवर्षिणि अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यान्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि ॐ तन्महेशाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात् श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवाय नमः मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, we just had the darshan of the Rudrabhishekam Nithyaneshwara Paramashiva. Having the darshan of the deities purifies our souls and minds for the day. And today, after having the darshan of Nithyaneshwara Paramashiva, we will now offer various upacharams and sevas to Nithyanandeshwara, followed by the Swasti Mantra that we will chant at the end of the seva. The Swasti Mantra is the peace and healing and harmony to happen in the whole world. So we chant the Swasti Mantra here every day so that and we give the Tathastu and blessings to the whole world, saying Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu, saying let the whole world live in peace, let the whole world have the darshan of Nithyaneshwara Paramashiva, let the whole world and all of the cows and all things be in auspiciousness. All these supreme blessings for the best health, best wealth, and best things to manifest. All these only what are done during the Swasti Mantra. All the kings, all the subjects of the king, all the Brahmanas, everyone have healing, blessings, the most auspicious things to happen in their lives. At that time we chant the Swasti Mantra. Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Jnanena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhyah Subhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. All the beings in all the worlds be happy. Sukha. Peace. So, we chant the Swasti Mantra today, blessing the whole world to be healed of the COVID-19. And we're happy to announce on the 20th of this month, Chitra Nakshatra Utsav, the day that is the Janma Nakshatra, the birth star of the day that is Swamiji's birth star, that comes every month, is the day we celebrate Chitra Nakshatra today, this year, for the upliftment and prosperity of humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has blessed here in Adi Kailasa for all of us to perform the Mahamrityunjaya Homa, a Homa that is done for Mrityunjaya, Paramashiva, who is the conqueror of death itself. As we are surrounded by so much of this death, of the ending times, when we worship Paramashiva as Mrityunjaya, he is one who teaches us how to conquer death and how to come over it. It is in this same way Swamiji is giving the preventive and protective quarantines to conquer death, because it is so pervasive outside. It can come to us in any way now. But the morality of a person is what puts them in fear. It is only of recent times that we have come to terms with our morality. Never before have we come to know that maybe we may die. That thought is only for maybe we think later years. But due to Corona, due to the widespread pandemic, this question comes in everyone's mind. In everyone's mind, this question has to be there. Otherwise, you are facing something known as pandemic fatigue, where we'll think we'll never get Corona. We may never happen. That is the same way many people who have lost their lives to Corona had thought, but unfortunately had to suffer for it. But conquering this pandemic fatigue is also conquering death, because death is nothing but the lethargy of unawareness. When we realize when we take life for granted, that is also a kind of death. But when we conquer this, we are Jaya, Mrityunjaya, conquerors of death. So join us on the 20th of June, where we will be offering the Mahamrityunjaya Homa here in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pita. You can all see the darshan and have the grace of the mantra. We will be chanting the Trayambaka mantra thousands of times and offering the ahutis, oblations into the Agni of fire. We have a deep meditation and understanding of what is Agni according to the Vedas, and we'll have an offering, special offering made of anna, food and food items that is offered into the Agni Kunda as Vishesha Dravya Homa. And then we have a beautiful Alankara planned for the deity of Swamiji. That is, Swamiji is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva, and being the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva, Swamiji is Mahamrityunjaya himself, the conqueror of death. So we are very excited to have you all, and we invite you all to this Mahamrityunjaya Homa program starting at 4 p.m. on June 20th. With this, let us get ready again to have the darshan and offer our worship to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. Thank you. Nithyananda. I disappeared.
Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ॐ सर्वस्याप्ति सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति। मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान्धात् ॐ द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहित येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममते या ते रुद्रशिवा तनोः शिवा विश्वाः भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजीतया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तपसे कपर्दिने क्षजद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मजस्कृधि क्षजद्वीराय सुन्दमस्मेते अस्तो रक्षा च नो अधि च देवब्रो ह्यथा च न शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतम् गर्तसदञ्जुवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरामघबध्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडज मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् बिभ्रदागैः विकिरिदविलोहितनमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रकुम्हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीना मुखाकृधि अवस्थिरामघबध्यस्तनश्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडज मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् बिभ्रदागैः विकिरिदविलोहितनमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रकुम्हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीना मुखाकृधि सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महत्यर्नवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवकुम् रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथाम् पतिरक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यान्येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिव्येषामन्नम् वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचि दशोदीचि दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते तेजम् द्विष्मो यश्च नोद्वेष्टितम् वोजम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकम् यजामहे सुगन्धिम् पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनाम् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सुज औषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु तमुष्टुहि यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वामहेसौ मनसाय रुद्रम् नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दवस्य अयम् मे हस्तो भगवान् अयम् मे भगवत्तरः अयम् मे विश्वभेषजो जगुम् शिवाभिमर्शनः एते सहस्रमयुतम् पाशाभृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान्यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानाम् ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि सदाशिवोम् ॐ अग्ना विष्णो सजोषसे मा वर्धन्तु वां गिरः द्युम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतम् वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसिद्धिश्च मे धीतिश्च मे कृतश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च आधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च म आत्मा च मे तनूश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मे गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परुगुंषि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्यैष्ठ्यं च म आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मेऽम्भश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राघुजा च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे द्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपथं च मरुद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लिप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे ऊर्क् च मे सूनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रं च म औद्भिद्यं च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामां कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भाति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति महामङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ॐ यशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं सुमनोहरम् आघ्रयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहं दीपं दर्शयामि ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि ॐ व्योमव्योमाय विद्महे सूक्ष्मसूक्ष्माय धीमहि तन्नः सूक्ष्मप्रचोदयात् मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि देवदेवोत्तमदेवोत्ता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव मन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं प्रिय मन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिमवधारय ॐ योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि देवदेवोत्तमदेवता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव चतुर्वेदप्रिय चतुर्वेदमवधारय हरिः ओम् अग्निमीळे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं ऋत्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम् हरिः ओम् इहे त्वोर्जे त्वा वायवस्थोपायवस्थदेवो वः सविता प्रार्पयजुश्रेष्ठतमाय कर्मणे हरिः ओम् अग्न आजाहि वीतये गृणानो हव्यदातये निहोता सत्सि बर्हिषि हरिः ओम् षण्णो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः हरिः ओम् देवदेवोत्तमदेवता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव आगमश्लोकप्रिय आगमश्लोकानवधारय धामान्तक्षोभसम्भूत सूक्ष्माग्नितिलकाकृतिम् बिन्दुं शिगान्ते हृदये लयान्ते ध्यायतो लयः देवदेवोत्तमदेवता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव स्तोत्रप्रिय स्तोत्रमवधारय चन्द्रार्काग्निविलोचनं स्मितमुखम् पद्मद्वयान्तस्थितम् मुद्रापाशमृगाक्षसूत्रविलसत्पाणिं हिमांशुप्रभम् कोटीन्दुप्रगलत्सुधा प्लुततनुम् हारादिभूषोज्ज्वलम् कान्तम् विश्वविमोहनम् पशुपतिम् मृत्युञ्जयम् भावये ॐ रुद्रं पशुपतिं स्थाणुं नीलकण्ठमुमापतिम् नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्युः करिष्यति नीलकण्ठं कालमूर्तिं कालज्ञं कालनाशनं नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्युः करिष्यति नीलकण्ठं विरूपाक्षं निर्मलं निलयप्रभं नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्युः करिष्यति वामदेवं महादेवं लोकनाथं जगद्गुरुं नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्युः करिष्यति देवदेवं जगन्नाथं देवेशं वृषभध्वजं नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्युः करिष्यति नमः शिवाय साम्बाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय योगिनां पतये नमः देवदेवोत्तमदेवता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव द्राविडवेदप्रिय द्राविडवेदमवधारय शिवा तिरुचिट्रम्बलम् तोडुடைய செவியன் விடையேறிவோர் தூவன் மதிசூடி காடுடைய சுடலை பொடி பூசியன் உள்ளங்கவர் கல்வன் ஏடுடைய மலரான் உனை நான் பணிந்தேத்த அருள் செய்த பீடுடைய பிரமாபுரம் மேவிய பெம்மானிவனன்றே. சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். देवदेवोत्तमं देवता सार्वभौमम् अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायकं श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्तिसमेतं श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवम् अष्टपुष्पैरभ्यर्च्य ॐ सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति. मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि. देवदेवोत्तम देवता सार्वभौम अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायक श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव आशीर्वाद प्रिय आशीर्वादमवधारय. ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः. गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम्. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तो. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी. देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः. ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः. इति स्वस्ति मन्त्रार्थाः सत्याः सफला भवन्तो. इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो. तथास्तु. दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात्. सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात्. शान्तो मुच्येत बन्देभ्यः. मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत्. इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो. तथास्तु. अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु. पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः. अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु. जीवन्तु शरदशतम्. इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो. तथास्तु. राजा धर्मपतिः प्रजा सुचरिताः. पूजाधना सज्जनाः. षट्कर्म प्रवरा द्विजाः. प्रतिदिनं विद्या अनवद्या. सदा वाणी सन्निहिता. चिरं कविमुखैः आनन्दमव्याकुलाः. सर्वे सन्तु वैदिकधर्म अनुष्ठातारः. सौजन्यसन्तोषिणः. इति स्वस्ति मन्त्रार्थाः सत्याः सफला भवन्तो. इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो. तथास्तु. येषां देवदेवानां महादेवानाम् अखिलाण्डकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायकानां सकलभुवि सृष्टिस्थितिसंहारतिरोभाव अनुग्रहाख्य पञ्चकृत्यपरायणानाम् आदिमध्यान्तरहितानाम् अप्रमेयपराक्रमाणां तत्त्वार्थगोचराणां श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्तिसमेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवस्वरूपाणां श्री आदिगुरु अरुणगिरियोगीश्वरस्वरूपाणां श्रीकालभैरव महाकाली स्वरूपाणां श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वराभिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञानविश्रुत सकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयानगीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिन्नकाहलादि समस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृतज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घ सद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्यजापवर्गवर्ष विश्राणजीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपनशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हदुजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद् ऋषभध्वजस्थापक ಶೈವ ಸಮಯಕರ್ತ್ರೆ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠಾರೂಢ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಶ್ರೀ ಜ್ಞಾನಸಂಬಂಧ ದೇಶಿಕ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಾಗೀಶ ಸುಂದರ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯವಾಚಕ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಂ ಅವತಾರಭೂತ ಶ್ರೀ ಜ್ಞಾನಸಂಬಂಧ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪುನರುದ್ಧೃತ ಶ್ಯಾಮಲಾಪೀಠ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ತೃಣವದ್ಯುತ್ತರದ್ವಿಶತತಮ ಗುರು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಾನಾಂ ಅರುಣಗಿರಿ ಯೋಗೀಶ್ವರ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಅರುಣಾಚಲ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ಗುರು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಾನಾಂ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಕಾಂಚಿ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ತ್ರಯಸ್ತ್ರಿಂಶದುತ್ತರದ್ವಿಶತತಮ ಗುರು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಾನಾಂ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಕಾಂಚಿ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ತ್ರಯಸ್ತ್ರಿಂಶದುತ್ತರದ್ವಿಶತತಮ ಗುರು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಾನಾಂ ನಿತ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಂಗಲ ನಿತ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ನಿತ್ಯ ರಚಿತ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಆದಿ ಕೈಲಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪೀಠ ಮಹಾಸಂಸ್ಥಾನ ಮಹಾಸಿಂಹಾಸನ ಪೀಠಕರ್ತॄಣಾಂ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಸಮುದ್ಭೂತ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ವೈವಸ್ವತಮನು ಇಕ್ಷ್ವಾಕು ಹರಿಶ್ಚಂದ್ರ ಭಗೀರಥ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಶೂರಸೇನ ಇತ್ಯಾದ್ಯನವಚ್ಛಿನ್ನ ಸಾರ್ವಭೌಮ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಚತುಷ್ಷಷ್ಟಿ ಯೋಗಿನಿ ಮಂಡಿತ ಚತುಷ್ಷಷ್ಟಿ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಮನುಧರ್ಮ ಶಾಸನ ಸೂರ್ಯವಂಶ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ಸುರಾಂಗಿ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮೂರ್ಧಾಭಿಷಿಕ್ತ ಚೂಡಾಮಣೀನಾಂ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಸಮುದ್ಭೂತ ಶ್ರೀ ಕಪಿಲ ಮಹಾ ಗುರು ಪುನರುದ್ಧೃತ ಮಹಾನಿರ್ವಾಣಿ ಪೀಠ ಅಷ್ಟೋತ್ತರ ಸಹಸ್ರ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಮಂಡಲೇಶ್ವರಾನಾಂ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಸಮುದ್ಭೂತ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಅನವಚ್ಛಿನ್ನ ಪೀಠಾಧೀಶ್ವರ ಗುರು ಪರಂಪರಾ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತ ಅಟಲ ಪೀಠ ಅಷ್ಟೋತ್ತರ ಸಹಸ್ರತಮ ಅಷ್ಟೋತ್ತರ ಸಹಸ್ರ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಟಲ ಪೀಠಾಧೀಶ್ವರಾನಾಂ ಧರ್ಮ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಸ್ವರ್ಗ ಪುರಸ್ವರ್ಣ ಪೀಠ ತ್ರಯೋವಿಂಶ ಗುರು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಾನಾಂ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಆದಿಪೀಠ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞಪೀಠ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುನಾಂ ಶ್ರೀಕೈಲಾಸ ಪುನರುದ್ಧಾರಕಾನಾಂ ಶ್ರೀಕೈಲಾಸ ಪರಮಾಚಾರ್ಯಾನಾಂ ಶ್ರೀಮತ್ಪರಮಹಂಸಾನಾಂ ಪರಿವ್ರಾಜಕಾಚಾರ್ಯವರ್ಯಾನಾಂ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಪ್ರಣವಸ್ವರೂಪಾನಾಂ ಶ್ರೋತ್ರಿಯ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನಿಷ್ಠಾನಾಂ ಶ್ರೀಮಜ್ಜಗದ್ಗುರುನಾಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಭಗವತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಶ್ರೀ ಜ್ಞಾನಸಂಬಂಧ ದೇಶಿಕ ಪರಮಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಂ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಯೋಃ ಭಕ್ತಿಸಿದ್ಧಿಃ ಸಮೇಷಾಂ ಸಹಕುಟುಂಬಾನಾಂ सकलैश्वर्य प्राप्ति गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्धि क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यानाम् अभिवृद्धिः अरोग दृढगात्रता सिद्धिः आचन्द्रार्क वंशाभिवृद्धिः धर्मार्थ काममोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्धिः सर्वेषां मनसा चिन्तित सत्कार्यानुकूल सिद्धिः भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्तिश्च भूयात् इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो तथास्तु सर्वे जना सुखिनः सन्तो तथास्तु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतो तथास्तु समस्त सन्मङ्गलानि सन्तो तथास्तु सर्वत्र नित्यानंद ध्वजारोहणं भवतो तथास्तु सर्वेषां श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञानसंबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्धिः अस्तु तथास्तु अयं धर्मः उत्तरोत्तरम् अभिवृद्धिरस्तु तथास्तु सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ओम नित्यानन्दं मंगलं कल्पवृक्षाय मंगलं ज्ञानदायिने सदाशिवाय श्री नित्यानन्देश्वराय मंगलं मंगलं श्री विद्याम्बायै मंगलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमंगलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मंगलं मंगलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मंगलं परावतार नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मंगलं मूलमन्त्रमिथाशक्ति जप्त्वा ओम यत्किंचित् कर्म देवेश सदा सुकृतदुष्कृतं तन्मे शिवपदस्तस्य भुङ्क्षक्षपै शङ्कर शिवो दाता शिवो भोक्ता शिवः सर्वमिदं जगत् शिवो यजति सर्वत्र यशिवः सोऽहमेव तु ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ओम नित्यानन्दम्।